Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, you guys know the drill. If you guys could please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys could leave a comment down below, I don't care what it is, it super helps the channel out. Now it's Tuesday evening, we're about to go home, but I wanted to give you guys a quick little update, plus something super specials in the shop today, and I'm sure you guys can already tell by the title of this video, plus the thumbnail. But first of all, I wanted to give you guys a quick little update of what's going on in the shop. Here you can see we have a 2018 Hyundai Elantra. Now you can see the car is already torn down. We do that ahead of time to make sure all the damage is accounted for, because this is an insurance job. So any and all damage gets accounted for. That way we can do a supplement and make sure that, you know, we can get paid for a lot of these extra tabs, stuff like that that you see that are damaged, that you don't initially see when you see pictures of the car. A lot of times these insurance companies are doing preliminary estimates just off a photo. So somebody's literally sitting in a desk that's probably never even touched the car before is doing the estimate on these cars that are wrecked. Now, there are some adjusters that are very, very skilled at their job, but obviously, unless you actually have experience doing teardowns and actually repairing these vehicles, it can be very difficult to know exactly what you need to replace and stuff like that. So we do have a tear down here. Of course, we did find some more damage, so we do have some more parts on the way. You can see here, we do have a lot of parts. We got a fender, rebar, headlights, mirror, stuff like that. We have a bumper on the stand over here, and we are just awaiting a hood. You can see here, Sean already did a little repair here. We do have some parts at Hyundai. We're gonna replace this metal structure up here to give us some new tabs. You can see here, we did a little repair on our rocker panel and our front door edge. And we're gonna go ahead and blend this door and get this thing ready to go, but we are just awaiting the hood. You can see here on the body side of the shop, we have another vehicle. This is a 2017 Toyota Highlander. Now this vehicle is a big, huge repair. You can see here, Sean has it all torn down. Now we actually did the initial tear down about a month ago, and they did send somebody out to take more pictures of further damage. But like I said, a lot of these guys just don't know what they're doing, and they literally sent someone out here with a cell phone to take more pictures of the same pictures that I already sent them. And they did send us a little more money as far to do a supplement, but obviously not enough. We still have some more damage. But once it's all said and done, I'll go ahead and get a hold of the insurance company one more last time. So we did actually put this on the frame rack today. Sean was so quick that he was able to get it set up on the rack. He did his initial pull and he took it off the rack. So I didn't even get a chance to do a good video. I did get a couple little short reels, so I'll probably upload a couple reels. So if you want to, you can go to the shorts section of my channel and go ahead and see a few pulls that we did here. But we went ahead and pulled this rear panel out. Of course, here you can see we have a brand new part from Toyota that will be welded in place, but initially we have to get our quarter panels back into place before we can actually do that. And once we get this rear panel off, we'll go ahead and straighten out this floor pan, do a repair there, and go ahead and test fit everything. We have a new rear hatch, and get everything test fitted before we do any welding. You can see here, he's already started to separate some of the spot welds, and he's doing some cutting, getting this rear panel ready to separate from the rest of the vehicle. But back to the point of this video, we actually had one of our customers, friend of ours, Ryan, actually got a very special car. He ordered it quite a few months back, but he was actually very excited that he actually got the vehicle last week, and he wanted to get it ceramic coated, of course. So he dropped it off with us. We're gonna do a full ceramic coating. We're gonna drop it off at Pro Tint. So I'm gonna leave a link down in the description. So shout out to Pro Tint. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description to Pro Tint. So if you guys need any windows, tint, glass, anything like that, go ahead and hit up Rafa at Pro Tint, and he'll get you taken care of. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the spray booth, and we're gonna just kind of go over this car. Now, I haven't driven this car, besides just in and out of the shop. I have no plans to actually get into this car, except for to take it down to Tint. I'm gonna drive it like a grandma. This is an honest review from the outside looking in, someone that doesn't actually have one of these cars. So I'm just gonna kind of go over the car, and I don't know a lot about the car. We're just gonna kind of look it over and check it out and see what we think. So I'm gonna take you guys along. So inside the spray booth, we do have a 2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Jailbreak. Now he ordered this vehicle in Destroyer Gray. Very good color choice. He was in the Navy. Shout out to him. thank you for your service. So very good color choice, especially for someone that was in the Navy. Love this color. I love the styling of these cars. They kind of have the old fuel door, just like the older Challengers. They have a lot of the retro throwback look as far as the body lines, the shape of the car. Beautiful rear end. Dual exhaust tips. Absolutely love the taillights. Says Dodge right there. We do have like a satin black spoiler here, and it does have the rear backup camera within the spoiler, which is pretty odd to see. A lot of times you'll see them in the rear panel here, but to see that in the spoiler is definitely a little bit different. It's not even licensed yet. This car is not even a week old. It's still in break-in mode. It doesn't actually hit its full power band until after 500 miles. I think he's around 250 right now. It appears that it's on 20-inch Pirelli tires. And these are 9.5-inch wheels. Super big wheels. Love the finish on that. It's kind of like a titanium charcoal gray color. Big front and rear disc brakes. These are the rears. Nice calipers. I'll go ahead and check out the fronts. You can see we got some even bigger rotors up there. Slotted. SRT on the caliper. Nice finish. Absolutely love these wheels. That is really what's cool about these cars, guys, is from the factory, they come out right off the assembly line, pretty much tricked out. Like, I just don't even know what you would do to this car, except for maybe, of course, take care of it, add some ceramic coating, maybe tint the windows. They're already so awesome from the factory. So love the fender badges on this vehicle. I'm not sure if he ordered the blackout package. I'm assuming he did because these emblems are black. So I think that is a blackout package that you do have to order. Special. Absolutely beautiful car. Super happy for him. This is absolutely a beautiful machine. And I love the hood. The scoops on the hood are functionable. They go right into the airbox, and I am going to show you guys that. And the grille there is very nice. Now, we've worked on quite a few of these Challengers over the years, and even though a lot of them look the same in the front, they make various changes throughout the years. Now you can see this grille actually curves out like that. A lot of the older ones were just straight and really sunk back. So some of the little minor changes that they've done on the newer bodies are absolutely amazing. You can see here we have the Srt Hellcat logo embedded in the grille. You can also see the inner part here. Not only is it LED halo rings, but it actually has like a ram air intake that goes right into the airbox as well. I noticed the other headlight does too, except for it is actually blocked off. So I don't believe this side is functionable, but they did it on both sides to make it symmetrical. You got the sensing radar right there for collision avoidance. You got your nice, big, aggressive front valance from the factory. Super happy they took off the bumper guards. It's kind of goofy when people run around with those bumper guards. Absolutely beautiful machine. Another detail I noticed in the OEM windshield is they actually have like a little silhouette of the Challenger car within the windshield. Absolutely love that. So it would be a bummer if you had a cracked glass and you went to a glass shop and got an aftermarket piece of glass put in, so you would lose that. But just a minor detail of something that we noticed. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the inside. So when you open the door, you can see the glass, automatic up, automatic down. Now that's triggered by the mechanism within the door handle. Now your door panels are fully wrapped, appear to be leather. Absolutely beautiful. You got your badge for your audio. You have your door handle here. Looks like you got some settings for the seats. Automatic up and down windows for the left and right side. It's one of my favorite features on cars, actually. Once you have the automatic up and down on the windows, it's very hard to lose that feature going to another vehicle. Now, we do have a paper mat in here protecting the carpet. We do have a dusty shop, but you can see there, SRT embedded in the floor mats. Looks like you got some billet pedals. Now, this is an automatic version. So it does have an 8-speed automatic transmission. I'm sure it just shifts like crazy. You can also get it in a 6-speed manual. And you can see here, your factory leather seats are also embedded with SRT and the Hellcat logo on both sides. Leather seats in the rear to match. Looks like a possible Alcantara headliner. And it also looks like a Alcantara steering wheel as well. Super nice. I like that it's flat on the bottom. You got all your tech controls right there as well. SRT embedded in the steering wheel. Now you do have your analog gauges, it looks like there, for an old retro look. But it also has digital trunk, headlight controls, dimmer. Looks like you got adjustable and tilt steering column all the way around. Got a little adjustable knob here. I don't want to mess with too much of his settings. We are going to look at some of the tech, but I don't want to push too many buttons because I don't want to change anything that he has going on. He's only on this car for a few days, so he might not even have it fully set up. I do like that in the headliner, the passenger and the driver each get their own map light, and that is awesome on top of the factory dome lights that you see there. Got factory moon and sunroof. Absolutely beautiful. Not a whole lot of room in the back. So if you got 2 tall people in the front, probably not much more room in the back unless you got some small children. But if you're a little bit shorter in the front, it probably will open up a little more space for the rear. Awesome car. We're gonna go ahead and grab the key. Now I'm not gonna start it. We're just gonna turn it on. Now you can see here, you do get a digital display, but you also get the analog display as well in red. You kind of have like a little carbon fiber accent going around the bezel here. And we're gonna go ahead and start this thing just to get rid of that beeping. Sounds absolutely awesome, guys. It does appear that it has cooling and heated seats. It looks like you get heated steering wheel as well. So you get the SRT. I believe you can go here and you can actually get shift lights. You got different drive modes. You got different gauges, stuff like that. You got track sport, custom. Like I said, I don't want to mess with too many of his controls and buttons and settings, but I'm just kind of going to go through it and just kind of see what we got here. So we can kind of go to sport and, you know, track. You got different stuff like that. We can go to his gauges. We're going to wait for it to pick up descending. It's loading the pages. We're going to look at the climate, the cluster here. Now you can see here, you have the analog speedo, but you also have the digital display as well. And I'm sure a lot of that is editable. You got your tachometer on the left there. Absolutely awesome. I like that it's very simple on the gauges here. You can turn your parking sensors on and off. You got launch control, you got your SRT menu. You can turn your screen on and off there. You do have your defrosters, some heat controls, but a lot of the stuff's in here. So you can see here already, it looks like we're on like the dyno. Now, we're not going to be harsh on this car here, but we're just going to give it a little bit of throttle. Now you can see there, it bumped up and down. That is awesome. So it looks like it probably does some sort of recording. You can see some history, stuff like that, showing you some power, torque. Absolutely amazing. It appears that there might be even some way to do some video, so that is pretty cool. We're just going to kind of cycle through some of this stuff right here. You got your boost pressure. It shows you what gear you're in, torque, power. We got G-force, and it looks like all this stuff is editable as well. You got your gauges, transmission temperature, air fuel ratio, your coolant temp, and of course your boost pressure from the supercharger. Some timers. That is pretty cool. You can do your reaction time, your 60-foot time, 330 feet team, your 8th mile, 1,000 feet, quarter mile. That is really awesome. Looks like you can save everything. So this is a really cool car. Definitely for the car enthusiast. This is a performance car, guys. There's no doubt about that. So we're gonna go ahead and get off of that. You can see here it has quite the tech. The tech is very up to date. It's not outdated at all. You got your media right here for your radio. You got digital climate control, and I really like that feature because a lot of cars, I absolutely hate when we're in 2023 and you see so many buttons going down the car, and I really like that this is all digital. You do have your basics down here, but that's about it. This car is not covered in a bunch of buttons. It's all digital, and I really like that. You got your controls for your vented seat, your heated seats, passenger driver. So it does look like you get a heated steering wheel option as well. You got your mirror dimmer, your apps. Like I said, I don't want to go into too much of this stuff. You know, you can connect your phone. We're not going to do that. Settings, lots of settings. You can change the language, blah, blah, blah. But this is absolutely awesome, guys. I really, really love the gauges and the how performance coordinated this car is. So super pumped to even be sitting in one of these things and checking out one of these in person. Of course, I've seen them in car shows and stuff like that, but you don't usually get too much of a chance to really check them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this car off because we are inside the shop, but you can see there the menu. Very pleasing car. You can see the jailbreak right there on the passenger side. I'm gonna go ahead and open this glove box. Quite a bit of storage room actually in that glove box. You have your 12-volt charger right there. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the center console. Got a little storage right here by the shifter, couple cup holders. I like that they're adjacent from each other like that, a little bit angled. We have an air freshener in there for them. Inside the armrest flips up, and it does look like you get another 12-volt charger. You get 2 USBs, an auxiliary import, and a little more storage space there as well. And then that's about all you need. You get a little pocket right here on the left side. That is just about all you need in a performance car. A lot of high-end cars that this is probably keeping up with, let's say like Lambo, Ferrari, stuff like that. You're not going to get nearly as much storage space. So for what this is, you're getting a really good bang for your buck. So absolutely love that it's got a black headliner. I hate when you get a car with black interior and you get these gray headliners. This looks really good, all blacked out. So we're gonna go ahead and pop the hood. We're gonna check out the under hood. Got your lever right here, and there she is, guys. Absolutely beautiful. It's a very big engine. You can see here, this is the Challenger last call. That's what they're calling this. Apparently this is the last of the petroleum fueled Hellcats. So these are potentially the last muscle cars of our generation. So we'll see what the future is gonna bring, but they are calling this the last call. And they give you this pretty sweet aluminum badge here that's riveted in. And you can see here, he still has the blue cover on. We're gonna obviously leave that in. You can see here, it says Challenger last call, designed in Auburn Hills, Michigan, assembled in Brampton, Ontario. So that is pretty cool. You can see here, the engine compartment is painted and fully clear coated. You don't see that on a lot of cars these days. A lot of times they'll have a little under hood color that's like satin with no clear, or you'll barely see any paint in the engine compartment at all. But you can see that they didn't waste any money on fully refinishing the door jambs. And you can see there is the Ram Air scoop for the hood scoop. So you can see there, the left hood scoop goes right to the airbox. Now, the right side appears that it might kind of cross over a little bit into this side, but it does look like this one might not be functional on that side. But moving on here, you can see we have a factory air box here. It's already looking like it's got a performance air filter in there, so you really don't have to do much. And remember what I was saying earlier about that ram air in the headlight? It's hard to see, but down there's an opening. And I'm gonna go down here, and right through there leads right to the air filter. You can see we have a really big serpentine belt for the supercharger. You can see here the block of the Hemi engine and the valve covers are all Hemi orange. Look to have a nice powder coated finish on there. Everything's very clean in the engine compartment. Of course, this car is brand new. You got your supercharged Hemi covers over the valve cover on both sides. And of course, your SRT badge on the supercharger housing itself. Really awesome machine, guys. Super, super cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the headlights. And we're gonna pop the trunk. So we're gonna go ahead and turn those headlights on. In the trunk real quick, I just wanted to show you guys the tail lights. Those look absolutely awesome, how they illuminate like that. In the trunk, you got lots of cargo space. The rear of the trunk floor does open up here. And it looks like you get 2 factory subwoofers and amp all built into the trunk. And if you ever have to get that out of the way, it does unscrew just like a spare tire and unplugs. And your battery is located in the trunk, easy to change or jump start if you ever had to. It does appear that they give you like an air compressor flat tire kit because it doesn't look like they give you a spare with these vehicles. They are doing away with spares in lots of vehicles. Of course, if you had to and you were going on a long road trip, you could put a spare inside your trunk. So nothing too crazy on the trunk, but that is pretty cool that he's got the premium sound system for sure. So like I said, I turned the headlights on. And you can see there, we have our low beam, and you got your halo ring. And over here, you have a halo ring, and I know the lighting on these cameras aren't the greatest, but if you look inside the bezel here, you can actually see a Hellcat logo illuminating as well. And it kind of has like an infinity light appeal to it. So both sides actually have the Hellcat logo illuminating inside, and that is a really awesome feature. Really cool styling. They really thought that one out. These cars look so tough and so mean in the front. They look really strong. They look mean. So we're gonna go ahead and get inside the car and start this car and give it a little cold start and see how she sounds. So we're gonna step in here and just push the start. That's stock, guys. It's actually pretty loud. Sounds amazing. Nice and deep, nice and throaty. Doesn't sound raspy. Probably will wake your neighbors up on a early morning or an early Saturday, Sunday morning. Now you can see here, everything looks really good. Engine's very quiet. We're gonna go ahead and close this. And we're gonna go ahead and shut that off. So, there you have it, guys. Amazing machine. We are gonna take this down to Pro Tint tomorrow. We're gonna get it tinted very dark. That's what the customer wanted. We're probably gonna go ahead and get some tint on the sunroof. It does appear that the sunroof does have like an OEM kind of tint to it, but we wanna make sure that that's just as dark as these windows. We're not gonna be tinting the windshield. That would be kind of unsafe. Plus, it will darken up once the rest of the glass is tinted. You can see here, Teo did an amazing job ceramic coating this vehicle. Looks absolutely awesome. Beautiful machine. Oops. So there you have it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm not gonna take the car out and do a bunch of donuts or anything, guys. I know that's probably what you guys were hoping, but we are not gonna be doing that. Maybe in the future, we'll get together with them and do another video and do maybe like a ride along or something. But this car is brand new, not even broken in yet. So we're gonna go ahead and be as gentle as possible with this vehicle. He has been waiting for this car. It means a lot to him, and it means a lot to us, honestly. So thank you, Ryan, for letting us work on this and do a review on it. We're looking forward to getting it to Tint, getting it back to you, so we can get working on your Durango, of course. So anyways, if you guys have any questions about this car or anything that we do here in the shop, always leave a comment. I promise to answer every single question to the best of my ability. So like this video if you haven't yet, and if you guys haven't, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.